Hello students, today in this video let us learn about the characteristic functions. The characteristic function of a random variable x is denoted by phi of omega. That is, phi of omega is equal to the expectation of e to the power I omega x. Let us see how this phi of omega is defined when the random variable x is continuous and when the random variable x is discrete. So first let us recall the definition of the random expectation of x when x is a continuous random variable. So E expectation of x is given by minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx of x dx. If I compare here, in the place of x we have here e to the power I omega x. Therefore, phi of omega becomes integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x into e power I omega x dx when x is a continuous random variable. Similarly, let us recall the expectation of x when x is a discrete random variable. E of x is written as sigma x into p of x. Here in the place of x we have e power I omega x. Therefore, phi of omega becomes summation e power I omega x of j into p of xj if x is a discrete random variable, where omega is a real variable and we know the value of I is given by square root of minus 1. Now let us see the important points which we have to remember regarding this characteristic functions. Note number 1. Phi of omega is the Fourier transform of fx of x. That is, phi of omega is written as the Fourier transform of fx of x. Implies, if we have to find the value of fx of x, we need to find the inverse Fourier transform of phi of omega. Therefore, fx of x is equal to 1 by 2 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity phi of omega into e power minus I omega x into d omega. So, in a problem, if phi of omega is given and we need to find fx of x, we can use this formula. Let us see the second point. Modulus of phi of omega is equal to modulus of minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x e power I omega x dx, which can be written as it is less than or equal to, writing the integral sign outside, the modulus of fx of x e power I omega x dx. Now this becomes, here the value of e power I omega x is nothing but the modulus of e power I omega x is equal to square root of cos square omega x plus sin square omega x, which becomes 1. So we are left with integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x dx. And we know in the continuous random variable, this value is nothing but it is 1. Therefore, modulus of phi of omega is equal to 1. Similarly, let us see what happens to the value of phi of omega when we take a discrete random variable. So, modulus of phi of omega is equal to modulus of summation e power I omega xj into p of xj, which is less than or equal to summation into modulus of e power I omega xj p of xj. This value becomes 1. So we get this is equal to summation p of xj, which is nothing but 1 in the case of discrete random variable. Therefore, we can finally say modulus of phi of omega is less than or equal to 1. Now, let us move further. Third point, let us see what happens to the value of phi of omega when omega is equal to 0. We know that phi of omega is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x into e power I omega x dx. So when we put the value of omega to be 0, it becomes integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x e power 0 into dx is equal to e power 0 becomes 1. So again we get integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x dx is equal to 1. So finally we can say phi of omega attains its maximum value of 1 at the origin. So let us move on to the next point. The next point is phi of omega and phi of minus omega are conjugate functions. That is, phi of omega is equal to phi of minus omega bar and phi of minus omega is equal to phi of omega bar. So let us prove this. Let us take the first one. Phi of omega is equal to phi of minus omega bar. Let us prove this. So for this I will consider phi of minus omega, which is in the right hand side. By the definition, phi of minus omega is nothing but expectation of e power minus I omega x. When e power minus I omega x is expanded, we get expectation of cos omega x minus I into sin omega x. Now let us consider phi of minus omega bar. That means we have to take the conjugate of phi of minus omega. So the conjugate of this is expectation of cos omega x plus I sin omega x. This is nothing but the definition of expectation of e to the power I omega x. E to the power expectation of e to the power I omega x is nothing but phi of omega. Hence, we have proved that phi of minus omega bar is equal to phi of omega. Let us now find the proof of the second. That is, phi of minus omega is equal to phi of omega bar. As we have done in the previous problem, here we will consider the phi of omega which is in the right hand side. So, phi of omega is nothing but expectation of e power I omega x. E power I omega x can be written in the form of expectation of cos omega x plus I sin omega x. Now let us take or consider phi of omega bar. Phi of omega bar is nothing but the conjugate of this. So, phi of omega bar can be written as expectation of cos omega x minus I sin omega x. Expectation of cos omega x minus I sin omega x is e of e power minus I omega x, which is in turn phi of minus omega. Therefore, we have proved that phi of omega bar is equal to phi of minus omega. So, these are the important things which we have to remember when we do problems in the characteristic functions. So, let us clearly understand this characteristic function with the help of a simple problem. So, let us see the first problem. The random variable x takes the value x1 is equal to minus 1 and x2 is equal to plus 1 with PMF Px of x1 is equal to Fx of x1 is equal to 0.5, Px of x2 is equal to Fx of x2 is equal to 0.5. Now we have to determine the characteristic function of x. If we clearly read the problem, we can see that the given x is a discrete random variable. For the discrete random variable, characteristic function is given by the formula phi of omega is equal to summation e power I omega into xj into p of xj. Here, in the place of xj, we have two values, x1 which is minus 1 and x2 which is plus 1, if you read the problem here. So, here when we expand it by applying the summation, we get phi of omega is equal to e to the power I omega, x1 is nothing but minus 1 and x2 is nothing but plus 1. So, here phi of omega becomes e to the power I omega into minus 1 p of minus 1 plus e to the power I omega into plus 1 into p of 1. So, simplifying this, we get e to the power minus I omega, the value of p of minus 1 is 0.5. E power I omega, the value of p of 1 is again 0.5. 0.5 is common in both the terms. If I take out 0.5 outside, I get phi of omega is equal to 0.5 into e power minus I omega plus e power I omega. Let us expand the terms inside the bracket. So we get phi of omega is equal to 0.5 into e power I minus I omega becomes cos omega minus I sin omega. E power I omega becomes cos omega plus I sin omega. So here I sin omega cancels. 0.5 can be written as half. Cos omega plus cos omega becomes 2 cos omega. 2 in the numerator, 2 in the denominator cancels. We get cos omega. So the characteristic function of the given discrete random variable is cos omega. This is how in very simple methods we can solve the problems in characteristic functions. For today this is enough. Let us see few more problems in our next video. Thank you.